So it's been a few weeks now since we got back from the city, and I didn't get this haul video recorded earlier because I kind of had a backlog of videos that still needed to be edited, and I felt a little overwhelmed to add this one to the list, but now I'm getting around to it. But before I share the new volumes I picked up in person, I wanted to share a couple miscellaneous things I've gotten in the mail the past week or so. This one that I had been eagerly waiting for, Wotakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku, Volume 6. So this is my favorite manga series. This one is the Barnes & Noble exclusive cover, and I absolutely love this illustration. I only ordered one Volume 6. This one was by far my favorite cover, but after seeing everyone else getting their volumes, I really regretted not just ordering all 3 exclusive covers, especially because after the release, the remaining stock at Books A Million and Kinokuniya was no longer available to order online, only in store. So I tried to just tell myself, be proud that you had self-control, but I still regret it. But big thanks to Summer over at Nana's Dreams for looking out for me with the Kinokuniya cover. So that one's on the way, and I'm still trying to get a hold of the Books A Million cover, but we'll see. I know people have been selling them on Mercari in the triple digits, so I may not be able to get a hold of one of those. But this 6th volume is the final volume concluding the series. The first 5 volumes are 2-in-1 omnibus volumes, so technically this is an 11-volume series. It's a josei slice of life comedy romance that follows a group of otaku friends who get through work every day and then enjoy their hobbies of reading manga, playing video games, collecting figures, cosplaying. It's a really fun and sweet read, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't gotten into the series already. I'll probably put off reading this final volume as long as possible so that it won't end, but we'll see how long I can last. I also received my Perfect World Volume 11 pre-order. This is a drama-filled josei romance following these two, who were high school classmates who re-encountered each other later in their mid-20s. Since they had seen each other last, Itsuki was in an accident that damaged his spinal cord, putting him in a wheelchair, and Tsugumi learns about what his daily reality is. But the final volume, Volume 12, will be released in a couple weeks, I believe, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this series wraps up. Another order I received earlier this month was from CD Japan. I got a small package that had these 3 illustration books for Fruits Basket. I absolutely love these covers. Kyo and Yuki both look stunning. Some of the used ones I've seen have obies, but these ones didn't come with them. I saw these 2 for sale on Kinokuniya, but this one was out of stock. And I didn't want to buy any of these used if possible, so I was really happy to find all 3 of these in stock on CD Japan. So while these are illustration books, they're also kind of like guidebooks for the anime. So Season 1, Season 2, and the final season, Season 3. I really like the anime. The voice cast is so good, both in Japanese and English. And I really hope no one hates me for saying this, but I don't really like the art style in the manga, to the point that I don't think I'll ever be able to read it, despite really liking the story. But I did recently flip through a volume of Fruits Basket Another, And I didn't mind the art style in that one at all, so I may give that a try in the future. But it looks like the art style in these is either from the anime or kind of halfway between the manga art style and the anime art style. So inside, there are pages that feature each episode of the anime. So like episode 1 of season 1, episode 2, episode 3, and then there will be miscellaneous illustrations sprinkled throughout as well. And then from season 2, and season 3, Since season 3 was shorter than seasons 1 and 2, there are fewer episode pages, so I think there's a bit more general art in this third one. But the books are a lot smaller and thinner than I thought they'd be. But I'm really happy with them. And again, I really love these covers. And finally, I have an exciting little haul to share from our last trip to the bookstore. The main volume I was planning to get was Play It Cool Guys Volume 3. And I saw there were a few copies of it, so I was excited to go through and choose the best one. But I pulled them out, and I was really disappointed to see that all three, the tops of the spines had been dented down. And I figured that if those damaged volumes just sit on the shelves, they probably won't get any new copies in for a while. So I have since put in an order for this Play It Cool Guys volume from Kinokuniya, and I'm hoping to get it in the next week or so. But what I did pick up first, Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, Volume 11. This is a shounen comedy slice of life series. I have not read any of this manga yet, but I absolutely love the anime. It might be the funniest anime I've watched so far. Every episode had me laughing and skipping back to rewatch scenes again. But it's about a high school girl who confesses to her classmate that she has a crush on, and he misunderstands, thinking she's a fan of his work because he's actually secretly a mangaka of a popular shoujo manga series. So the story follows them and a few of their classmates as she gets to know him and as he gets inspiration for his manga by observing their classmates. But the anime only covers, I believe, the first 5 volumes of the manga, and there are already 13 volumes out in English. But I'm not going to flip through this one at all because it's volume 11, and I don't want to spoil any of the story. But the reason I got just this one volume is first because there were only 2 volumes available in the store, but also I had looked ahead of time at which volumes were available online. Usually if something is available on Right Stuf Anime, I'll almost always get it there because it will be 25 to 30% off, whereas in store at Barnes & Noble, I only get 10% off. So in addition to this volume of Nozaki-kun, I was able to find and order 10 more of the 13 volumes. So I'm really looking forward to starting this series once I get more of those volumes in. And then the other manga I picked up is A Silent Voice. So this is the collector's edition that includes volumes 1, 2, 3, and half of volume 4. And this is out of 7 volumes, so this is half of the series. The main and obvious differences between this and the single volumes are this one is hardcover, the design of the cover and spine is different, which I don't mind at all. The weight, this is pretty heavy, and the size of the book and pages. So for me, I'm really looking forward to reading this manga on these bigger pages. The paper in the collector's edition is a bit brighter white and is more smooth and glossy than the individual volumes. But the series is about a boy who bullies a deaf girl in his class, but then later he becomes the victim of bullying and lives with the regret of having treated her so badly. Then they re-encounter each other later on, and he tries to make up for how he treated her in the past. I've watched the anime, but it's been a while since I watched it, and I haven't read any of the manga yet. I've heard the manga has a lot of little extra details that weren't included in the movie, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this manga. There are some extras at the end of the book, I think an interview and a Q&A. I had actually been meaning to pick up this series earlier, the single volumes, but volume 4 had been sold out online, so I was planning to wait until I could find a volume 4, and then I was going to order all 7 volumes in one go. And I would have gotten the box set if it was still available, but it was also out of stock. But when I saw there was an omnibus collector's edition coming out, I was hoping I could see it in person to compare the books and then decide. So that's what I did. I didn't want to order this online because the last time I ordered heavier hardcover books from Right Stuff, they arrived damaged. But the second collector's edition is scheduled to come out in September, so I'll be planning to go and get that one as well. So these are a few of my latest pickups. I hope you enjoyed coming shopping along with me, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Thanks for watching.